Lensbaby is a company that began as a special effects lens company about 4.5 years ago with a unique bellows-like lens that you could achieve really unusual distortion effects with. It's been hugely popular with photographers. A lot of our readers have been big Lensbaby fans. We are ourselves. And now I'm here with Sam Pardue, who's the co-founder of the company. And he's got a brand new product to show us that really takes the concept to a whole new level. So Sam, what have you got here?
Well, we have the Lensbaby Composer. Basically, it might remind you of the ball socket on your tripod. You no longer squeeze the lens to focus. You just tilt the lens, and it stays in its bent position. And then it's a barrel-focused lens. Very simple and easy to use. Very precise results. It's a big step forward for us as a company. And so the Composer is new, and we also have introduced the Lensbaby optic swap system, which allows you to take an optic out of the lens and pop in a new optic. Each optic gives you a different look.
Wow, that's great. So it's really a whole system concept now.
That's right. All of the lenses we have now feature the Lensbaby optic swap system. So we've also introduced the Muse, which is the update of the original Lensbaby and Lensbaby 2.0. Still a squeezy lens, but now, again, just like the Composer, you can take the optic out of the front. The optics come in this nice little carrying case, and the lid of the carrying case is actually the optic removal tool.
Great.
So you just use the lid to pop the optic out, just like that, and then you can drop in a new optic. And the optic I have here is actually a plastic optic. It's designed to really appeal to people that love Holga and Diana cameras.
Oh yes, this is now the digital Holga. You can turn your $2,000 SLR into a Holga.
That's right. But you know, it's got a it's still like a Lensbaby lens, so it's still a selective focus lens, but it's got an even more dreamy and ethereal look. It's got just really this beautiful glow. So I think it has its own aesthetic appeal that some people are really going to love. So that's one of the optic options. We also have the single glass optic. This is very similar to the optics that were in the earliest cameras. It's an uncoated meniscus lens. So it has a really kind of a sharp sweet spot at f5.6, but at f2.0 it's very soft and diffused. So it's got a really interesting look. You can do some really vintage type of looks with it. And then the third optic option that we have is the pinhole zone plate. And this one's really fun. Basically, it's got a little switch on the inside, and you can switch between an f177 pinhole mode, and then you can switch to zone plate mode, which is kind of like the cousin of a pinhole. It focuses the light with these bands of clear and black to create this really dreamy and atmospheric image. So this will pop right in there. So the idea here is you've got 4 different optic options. Each one gives you a different look, and you can use them all with either the Composer or the Muse, our 2 new lenses. So we've kind of opened up this Pandora's box of creativity for people to have fun with.
That's really great. And so as you demonstrated earlier, it's a much easier lens to use now. And I also saw there's an aperture in there now.
That's right. Our aperture system is just as funky as every other aspect of our lenses. Basically, the aperture discs are held in place by a magnetic field, and you just you put your little magic wand in there and then lift them out. And we are the world's largest purchaser of used Kodak film canister lids. That's what this is, and we actually integrated reuse into our product design. So thank you, Kodak, for that. But you can choose any aperture you want. This is the f2.8 aperture. Just drop it in the front of the lens and it snaps into place, and it floats right above the optic. So it's held in place by a magnetic field, just like that.
Great.
Now, one thing I should note is that the Composer ships with our double glass optic installed. It's always so the lens always comes with an optic installed. In the case of the Composer, it's the double glass, which is the same optic that we used in the Lensbaby 2.0 and the Lensbaby 3G. So it's our most popular optic. It's very sharp in its sweet spot. We're dying for you guys to put it on one of your charts. And
we got to get that on SLR gear and see just what a Lensbaby looks like.
I think it would kind of be off the charts.
Unusual.
Yes, it would. So that's the beauty of the line. You know, it really gets you out of the box. kind of lets you see in a new way and do some new things as a photographer that might lead you down some creative paths.
And so it ships with that optic installed, but it's also available. Is it available in kits with combination optics, or do you buy the other ones separately?
Actually, all three of the accessory optics are available in this optic kit, and this retails for $95.
Okay.
Okay, so the composer itself is priced at the same level we had Lensbaby 3G, so $270 for the composer, then $100 more, and you get a whole bunch more fun. So it's a real nice lineup of interesting stuff we got going on here.
Well, I guess it's really neat to see how you've taken that concept and evolved it. It's what's the availability? When's it shipping?
Well, actually, stores are taking orders now, and we plan to begin shipping in late October or November. So yeah, it's coming soon.
So get in line for the Lensbaby Composer. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you very much.